Hello and welcome. In UCO2 now, we are using Reddit as a platform to actually conduct our project. So we have an internal Reddit for the crew, for the team, but also we have like several Reddit platforms, especially like the Reduce CO2 English platform, which is like our main platform to share things, and we actually work on there. Like we use this as a platform like to share our ideas and to really work with it. So we are driving the traffic from our team onto this thing just by also using it for our internal processes. So for example, if we develop a strategy or anything, we first have it maybe somewhere in the internal thing, and then we discuss it there, and then we put it out in the open and go from there and use it for commenting and so on. So if you already have a Reddit account and you are super, thank you, welcome, like join the internal Reddit, you have a link to this. It's called Reduce CO2 Crew. Yeah? And it has our icon on it, and looks like this. It's like Reduce CO2, Reduce Now Crew is it called. That's like our internal one. It's a closed community, so you have to like fill out a message to enter this. Yeah, and then there's there's a welcome message. And in the welcome message, you find all kinds of links you need for the project. So there's all kinds of stuff what you get in the welcome message. So, but if you now are a new user, you need to open a user account. And also me, that was like some month ago, I have this user account, and I opened it 95 days ago, so like not so much ago, and I was like really completely new to Reddit. I really never used it, and they have something here. It's called Karma. You see it there. So it's Karma, and Karma is something like a trustworthy kind of thing. Yeah. So if you don't have any Karma, the system might, the Reddit system has very, very detailed automated processes. So if you are doing something which is uncommon, it might flag you or ban you, and you don't even recognize this, and then you can't use your account anymore. So one of the things we want to do, and that's why I do this video for you, is, hey, when you start up with Reddit, you want to participate in our team, really great. And you should also behave sort as a normal user. So you should be doing some normal activities, and like that the system is seeing, hey, you're like on the system, you're doing things and so on. So what are you actually going to do? So first of all, you want to go and follow some subreddits. So for example, there is something here where you can go, there's like a search icon. So you go for the search icon and put into the search icon, like let's say make climate. So you search for climate, and then you have like all kinds of stuff. And one of the things is you have communities. You want to go for the communities. And here there is all the communities which are like doing something with climate change. So, hey, what you can do is you can just like go into them and follow them. So there's like, for example, climate or climate offensive or climate change, yeah, all kinds of things. So just like go to some of them and become member, as well as, of course, there's like our community here, Reduce CO2, it's called Reduce CO2. And of course, please also enter this and like enter the community, and there's like a button to enter the community. You can also mark it as favorite. There's something like that you can mark it as favorites. And I'm entered quite a lot of communities, but just like go for the ones, and there's like all kinds of stuff on Reddit what you can enter and go. So, and now one of the things what people are doing is like, hey, it's that there is this upvoting thing, and it's a very important function in Reddit. So let's choose, I go to a community. Hey, I'm also like aviation. So hey, there's a community in aviation, and you go to this community, and there's now stuff, and you see here somebody has posted a photograph. So what you can do is you can just click on this arrow here. That means, hey, thumbs up, I like this. Yeah. And there's also like some options that you can say, hey, I want to have like the new things or the best ones and so on. But like one of the things people do on Reddit is that somebody's posting something, so please go there and do the upvotes, because this is like a normal behavior. How can you do this? You can, like, for example, you go to our English one, and you just go to some articles and just upvote them. You just go and click these links. Yeah, you just click on the arrow up. This is like a good thing. This is what a normal user is usually doing. You're reading something, you're clicking this, and so on. You don't need to do this for all, but like do this as a regular habit to upvote at least daily something. And of course, there's all the stuff which we have in our public thing and so on. So now also, you want to also earn yourself. You don't want to just vote yourself, because we want you to be also like publishing on social media, so on Reddit. So you have to get also some karma for publishing. Not only being, there's like people who are just reading and they're upvoting. You can also downvote. If somebody is like making a comment that's really nasty, you can downvote the comment. That's also like really, in our Reduce CO2 Now group, and you see somebody was making comments and the comments are really nasty or bad, just downvote them. That's also fine. Yeah. Also, like if I do something and you don't like it, that you can also downvote or you can upvote. It's like really, this is an interaction you do quite regular. But now this is like one step, a user who's just like reading and voting. That's like what a lot of people are doing in Reddit. So, but we want you also to be able to make your own subreddit, for example, or like post on things. So you want to be earning some karma. So one of the easier things to earn some karma is you go to our own Reddit, yeah, and there's even something, it's called a test. Yeah, you can just scroll through it, and it's called a test. You just go and you make a post. Yeah, so we just made this, that you first start test post. Yeah, so we made something like that. This is our internal community. So you enter this, it's just visible to all the people from the team, and it's just something that you can just make a post. Yeah, and then the other people can like upvote the post that you said, hey, you made a comment, and then you just upvote. Yeah, and here's some people, and I already upvoted them, and so they get their first karma points for posting. Yeah? And you can get karma points for posting on anything. So if you are like an expert into something, you can like also like on our own Reddit, you can like just make a comment and say, hey, I just would like to do it like this, or you have any kind of comment. Just comment it, people can upvote this. And of course, in our own community, you can do this. And you can also do comments in any community. Like for example, you go and Reduce CO2, you go to any kind of topic. For example, today I just asked a question, how do you convince somebody that climate change is real and urgent? You can say something about this, like write anything, and then people can upvote this comment. And you get karma for commenting and for posting. These are two distinct pieces in Reddit. And for example, me, I just like found out that, hey, if I want to like have a profile on Reddit, I need some more karma. Yeah, and I don't know how to see this right now, but I have like 94,000 karma. Why did I do this? Because I thought, how do I get a lot of karma really fast? And the thing is, for a lot of communities, like for example, if you want to go to like a climate change community, a lot of times there are filters that you have to have a certain age of your account, which that's not going to change. It just takes time. But you also sometimes need a certain amount of karma. Yeah, so you want to have some sort of karma, and how do you get this karma? So one of the easier things is you like, if you're an expert into something apart from climate change, you just go to like, hey, aviation. You like aircraft, so you can go to the aviation. You just like type this in, go to aviation, and then look for a group which is like covering your topic, and then you can post something in there and say, hey, I'm an enthusiast, I like aircraft and I'm flying this kind of aircraft or whatever. You just post something and people can, then you made your first post and people can upvote your post. You get karma for, not only for commenting, but karma for posting. Yeah? And in some communities, you first have to earn some karma by commenting. So there's something like dating or so. So there's a platform, they have the rule that you first have to achieve a certain amount of karma by commenting on other people's posts. So you have to read these posts and comment there and put some comments in where then the people are like upvoting them. Yeah? So, and then you earn this karma. Another way to do things, which is like quite fast, to give you a lot of karma in certain areas, is look for communities where you can post. And for example, if you like check the news regularly, or there's like a very nice article, you look like, hey, I watch the news and I look like Tagesschau in German. Yeah, that's a German news outlet. Yeah. And there's like CNN. That's like, for example, two things I'm like scanning regularly, like for the US and for Germany. Huh? And then there's like an interesting article. So you just like copy the link of that article, yeah? And like here, this is like an article. So the NASA has like done, I was looking for, there's something like people are always saying the volcanoes, and there's something that NASA made an article. They have like something on their webpage about NASA, about volcanoes and CO2. So you just like take the link, yeah, and then in such a community, yeah, you have the possibility to create a post, yeah. So. And where is it? Yeah, here. And that's called post. You just like press on the post. And now here's like again the community. So in this case, we use CO2. And now you have like different options. One is this diagram here. It's like a link. So there you just post the link in there. And most of the times it's automatically also putting the title in there. Huh? And you couldn't do this in our community with an interesting article about the topic. Of course, what you're posting should somehow be fitting to the area. So if you're like posting in videos to know something about aircraft, that doesn't work and you don't get really karma points. Maybe even people would be downvoting you. But like, hey, if you have an interesting article about some news about Boeing or Airbus or anything in aviation, and you are interested in aviation, just copy the link, go to the aviation kind of thing and post it there. Huh? And then, if this really like a relevant article, it's a nice article, you get a lot of karma points by posting something like this. It's like absolutely no effort. You're doing this like on the fly because you're like either scanning something you do anyway, or you already have knowledge. So if you're like having good knowledge about aviation, you can post it in this group. Or any kind of thing where you have some knowledge or interest. Yeah, you're just like, there is even some groups where you can post news. Yeah, so they're just like called the news channels, and there's like a variety of them. So you can just like, hey, Mr. Trump is doing X. You can just take the article and post it there. There's a forum, it's called Trump. And of course, these people are pro-Trump. So if you like Trump, take an article, post it there. It should be pro-Trump, because if you're like making an article which is against Trump, that thing is not going to live very good in this forum. There are other forums which are like against Trump. You see the concept? You just like get something which is really simple. You just get like a news article, yeah, and post it there. Now, the only thing is, in some communities, in some subreddits, you first have to earn you can't post immediately. But you will find some where you just can post immediately something. Like, for example, if it's an article about climate change, in our Reduce CO2, we didn't set this on, you can be able to post immediately. Yeah, you don't need to do really much. And then, like me as a moderator, I can say, and I see this article and it's like giving me some, it's not coming up immediately, but I can see it and I can like check it. Oh yeah, that's a nice article. I can just like send it and then everybody can see it. Yeah, that's what the moderators are doing in some areas. But hey, like if you're like, there's politics, there is some of these very large groups, some have very strict rules before you can post, but other groups, especially smaller groups, can be quite active, and you just find something. There's even like, hey, there's something, there's a German group for people who speak German. There's for like all the kinds of languages, there are stuff. So you just like pick something from Germany, something, oh, there's news about Germany, about whatever, post it there. Yeah, of course, like just check that not the same thing was already posted like 10 minutes ago, but like if you are like looking at the news and there's something really new, take the article, post it there. Yeah, and then you are earning karma for posting. That's important. And well, how much do you need? I don't know. It's just like, hey, just like start with something where you have some interest. You also learn how Reddit works, because that's how the thing works. You know, it's like some people only live on Reddit and they get all their data from Reddit, you know. But I got like most of my 90,000 kind of karma for doing a lot of this thing. I just found it. I just asked myself, how much karma can I earn really fast? And my account was really young. You know, that's like one of the factors. Some subreddits just want to give you, can't allow you to post if you are like, you have to have it like 3 months, for example. But my account was really new, so I couldn't really do much there. Or like there is politics. It's a very setting that, hey, if you have a new account, you're only allowed to post things from a news source like I think AP or Reuters, you know, Reuters, a newswire service. So they said, if you are really new, we don't allow you to post anything from these things, just from, let's say, Reuters, AP, and so on. But hey, that's fine. You just go to Reuters and take it from there. And then you find out that, hey, if you post something like this, you will get a lot of karma. Sometimes you get, you make one post and then you have like 10,000 karma because people are reacting to it. Somebody will make a very similar post and it doesn't give you much. It doesn't really matter. You're just learning how Reddit works and how people interact with your thing. And of course, you can be posting, you can be commenting. The thing is, you want to be like, put some activity into your account that, you know, Reddit is saying, oh yeah, you're a valid human user who is doing all kinds of stuff. You are voting, you are commenting, you are using the system, and really, it's a good idea to have some interest in, let's say, climate change, follow our channels, but also go to some other channels where you have interest, maybe like cooking or relationships or cars, whatever, you know, what you are interested in. Go to the channel, participate a little bit, vote, yeah, vote, that's important. If you read something, just vote it up, yeah. And so the system is seeing that you are interacting, and that's an important thing. And then it also like gives you more, it allows you more things, because the system is constantly checking for people who would be spamming or doing like something which is not good. So, and it's a very, very sophisticated system, Reddit. So you want to put something into your account and like get some comments. Produce some comments. Also, like somebody's commenting to what you have done, you get like comment again, you know, like make an answer. You know, somebody's saying, yeah, but you know, somebody said, hey, where's like, I posted something, and then they say, where's the source? And I was like, there. No, that's not the source I was looking for. Then it was like, so you get into a discussion with the person and then react to them, and then maybe sometimes, oh, you feel, oh, okay, really, you're, yeah, and then post the stuff else, or you can also your own kind of content, you can edit it, and these are all possibilities. Anyway, it's already a long video. The thing is, hey, it's just some ideas how you can use Reddit and increase your karma to a certain level that the system really likes you. Thank you very much for watching. Please follow the channel.